Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The name of the channel is Scientific Web. So today's topic is light, shadow and reflection. We are going to talk about these three topics, three main concepts related to the next classes. It is the basic knowledge about these 3 points and that will be helpful for your higher classes. First of all, we are going to talk about first these 3 points. What is light, what is shadow and what is reflection. So before starting, I just want to let you know that what is light exactly is and how the shadow is formed and what is the process or phenomena of reflection. So we are going to start with the first light. What is exactly light? It is just a form of energy. It is a form of energy. एनर्जी की फॉर्म है, उसे लाइट बोलते हैं. अगर आप एक डार्क रूम में जाओगे तो आपको कुछ भी दिखाई नहीं देगा. एवरीथिंग विल बी इनविजिबल बिकॉज ऑफ डार्कनेस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लाइट की प्रेजेंस नहीं है, वहाँ पे लाइट है नहीं, जिसकी वजह से आप चीज़ों को देख नहीं पाओगे. और जब ऑल ऑफ सडन हम एक स्विच ऑन करते हैं, जैसे बल्ब या ट्यूब या कुछ भी ग्लो करेगा, तो आप इजीली उस चीज़ को देख पाओगे जो उस रूम में प्रेजेंट है. उसे बोलते हैं लाइट. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ लाइट वी कैन सी ऑब्जेक्ट्स. We can see objects. That is called a light. So next is now we are going to talk about how light generates. ये लाइट जो है कहाँ से आती है? लाइट देखो, जो हमारे पास ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं वो हमारे पास दो प्रकार के होते हैं. फर्स्ट होते हैं ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स. सेकंड होते हैं हमारे पास नॉन ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स. ये दोनों डिफरेंट काइंड के जो हमारे पास ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, एक होते हैं ल्यूमिनस, सेकंड इज नॉन ल्यूमिनस. ल्यूमिनस की एग्जांपल्स आर सन, स्टार्स, बल्ब, ट्यूब, candle, fireflies. These are the examples for luminous objects. Non-luminous में आप कोई भी एग्जांपल दे सकते हो. चेयर, टेबल, बेड, एनी. सो वो होते हैं हमारे नॉन ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट. सो ये तो थी इनकी एग्जांपल्स. Now what these are, what is the definition for luminous, non-luminous, and why we are just considering these in that form, luminous, and these are in non-luminous, that also I'll let you know. First of all, what are the luminous objects? Luminous objects कौन से होते हैं? The definition for luminous objects is the objects which produce their own light that are called luminous objects, like sun, like stars, like fireflies, like candle. So these are the examples for luminous objects, as I told you first. Luminous object. Luminous objects producing their light, producing light by its own. Okay, that examples I have already given you, that these were the related to luminous objects. Now non-luminous objects which are unable, non-luminous, which are unable to produce light. These are non-luminous. Examples I told you, whatever you can consider in that table, chair, bed, book, room, wall, brick, whatever it's coming in your mind, that is non-luminous object. So this is about the production or producing of light. Production of light. ये हमने लाइट की प्रोडक्शन के बेस पे जो है डिवाइड किया है ऑब्जेक्ट्स को. जो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं लाइट वो कौन से होते हैं, जो प्रोड्यूस नहीं करते वो कौन से होते हैं. सो दिस इज अबाउट that how they are producing, and if they are producing, what we are calling them, if they are not producing, what we are calling them. So this is about luminous and non-luminous objects. Now what I am considering this thing, now first we are going to talk about moon only. These, I think this is clear to all, luminous and non-luminous, and now we will talk about moon. आपके अकॉर्डिंग व्हाट इज मून? मून क्या है? Want to consider in luminous, or you will consider it in non-luminous? In which side you will consider it? So अगर हम बात करें luminous objects की, ये क्या करते हैं? Producing light. बट जो ये हैं, ये आर नॉट एबल. तो मून को किस कैटेगरी में रखोगे आप? luminous or non-luminous? Because at night when we are looking for moon, this is just what we can say is means showing its light, है ना? It is shining at night. So what it is luminous or non-luminous? Actually this is non-luminous object. Moon is non-luminous because it's not producing its own light. It's unable to produce its own light. That is the reflection of sun. So that reflection, about reflection I will talk later, then it will be clear to you that what is reflection and how it is happening. Okay, now on the basis of passage of light, we will divide these objects into three different categories. What these all are? Number one is transparent. Second is translucent. Third is opaque. इनको हमने क्लासिफाई किया है कि ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लाइट इनके थ्रू कितनी पास करती है. ओके, जिन ऑब्जेक्ट्स के थ्रू लाइट पास कर जाए, कंप्लीटली पास कर जाए, उनको हम बोलते हैं ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स. जिनके थ्रू आधी लाइट पास करती है उनको बोलते हैं ट्रांसलूसेंट, और जिनके पास बिल्कुल भी लाइट नहीं थ्रू पास करती उनको बोलते हैं हम ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट्स. नाउ व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन फॉर ट्रांसपेरेंट? Objects which allow completely to pass light, उनको हम बोलते हैं ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल clear water, for example gases, for example glass. Okay, these are the few examples जिनके through light completely pass कर जाए. Okay, these are the examples for transparent objects. So next is translucent objects. Now translucent कौन से object है? Translucent वो हैं जिनके through partially light pass करे. Half of the light can pass through. For example, blur glass, for example butter paper. So these are the examples through which half or partially light can pass through. Okay, these are the few examples of those objects by which the light partially can pass, not completely pass. So these are called translucent objects. Just it is about the definitions about these three topics, but इनके बारे में जरा सा डिटेल में आपको बाद में बताता हूँ. जो आपको बेसिक्स हैं, मीन्स इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज जो है वो मैं आपको इसके बाद में बताता हूँ. सो दिस इज अबाउट ट्रांसलूसेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स. okay, in which through light partially pass. Next is opaque objects. ये कौन से होते हैं? opaque objects होते हैं जिनके थ्रू लाइट बिल्कुल पास नहीं करती. Do not allow light to pass through. Okay? इनमें से लाइट कभी भी पास नहीं करती, उनको बोलते हैं ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट्स. और जो लाइट पास नहीं करेगी तो वो क्या करेगी? लाइट उसको ऑब्जेक्ट को टच करेगी और पास नहीं कर पाएगी तो रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगी. ठीक है. और जब उसके पास नहीं कर पाएगी तो उसके पीछे क्या बन जाएगी? शैडो. जैसे हमारी सबकी शैडो होती है. आप दोपहरी में आप जब सन आपके ऊपर होगा, अब एनी टाइम यू कैन सी योर शैडो बैक टू यू. ओके, दैट विल बी ऑलवेज विद यू इफ the sun or any of the light source is producing light at that moment. Okay, so these are called opaque objects. Now what it can be including? It can include human beings. So your house, trees. गर्मी के दिनों में हम ट्रीज की शैडो में, छाव में बैठते हैं तो वो क्या होती है? लाइट को पास नहीं होने देती, जिसकी वजह से शैडो बनती है. ओके, ये तो था अबाउट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ passage of light, that in how many types we have divided these objects into. Okay, these are three: transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. So this is about these three different types. Now in basic language, in a basic science, in a means daily life science, if you are going to talk about then how you can identify that luminous and non-luminous objects, how you can identify that these are transparent, translucent and opaque objects. Now for example, एक विंडो में अगर आप देखोगे, विंडो का ग्लास लगा हो, उसके पार देखोगे तो यू कैन सी द थिंग्स ऑन द रोड मूविंग. ओके, दैट इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ लाइट कैन पास थ्रू. अगर लाइट पास कर रही है तभी आप किसी ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच में से कोई चीज देख पा रहे हो. ओके, अगर आप विंडो के सामने खड़के खिड़की में रुक के आप देखोगे तो वो बंद ग्लास में भी आपको चीजें दिखाई देती हैं जो बाहर चल रही होती हैं. बट अगर आप एक वॉल के पास खड़ोगे, वॉल के सामने खड़के आप देख ना पाओगे तो इट विल नॉट बी पॉसिबल टू सी, बिकॉज लाइट इज एन ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट. यू आर अनेबल टू सी द थिंग्स विच आर गोइंग आफ्टर द वॉल. Okay, because of it is opaque objects. Fine. So these are the examples of opaque as well as transparent objects, right? Next is translucent objects. Translucent objects आपने कभी कहीं मॉल पे, कहीं मूवी थिएटर्स में जहां पे जाते हो वहां पे एक मिरर देखा होगा, ग्लास होता है ऐसे करके, विंडो या गेट पे कहीं पे भी लगा होता है. उसमें ना ऐसे करके फेस बना होता है, ऐसे करके, जिसके थ्रू आप देख सकते हो. बाकी सारा ही ब्लर होता है जिसके थ्रू आप देख नहीं पाते. ओके, कोई चलता हुआ दिख रहा है, मतलब शैडो टाइप आपको फील हो रहा है कि समवन इज पासिंग थ्रू बैक, बट इट विल नॉट बी क्लियरली विजिबल. यू कैन सी द थिंग्स फ्रॉम दिस होल ओनली बिकॉज दिस इज ट्रांसपेरेंट एंड दिस रेस्ट ऑल मिरर, ऑल ग्लास इज ट्रांसलूसेंट. Okay, so this is the difference. If the light is partially passed, so if the half light is passing through, to half you can see, blur you can see, but not completely you are able to see the things. Fine. So this is on the basis of passage of light, that how you can see the things, how you can categorize these things in three different categories. Okay. Now one thing I told you, that light when falls on an opaque object, that will not pass through and it form a shadow behind. Okay, what is that shadow is? When the light fall on an opaque object, that formed a shadow, a dark patch of we can say of that particular body or object, that is called shadow. You can see your shadow when you will stand in sunshine or sunlight, that you can feel that of shadow of yours. Okay, that means you are an opaque object. Fine. So the second thing I was talking about moon is moon. So that about reflection we will talk, but that will be in next video we will look into, and but we will talk consider one more topic with it, refraction. Okay, reflection and refraction, these are two different concepts but that are depending on light that we'll talk in our next video. So come to the point, this is moon first. So what is moon? Moon is non-luminous object. Why it is a non-luminous? Because it is unable to produce its own light. Then why at night it is shining? Why we are able to see it at night shining as sun and day? It is just the reflection of light. When the reflection of light, when light falls on moon, it reflects the light and we are able to see this object. Okay, so what is a moon? Moon is an opaque object which is not able to produce its own light. Second thing, it is a lifeless place. Lifeless place जहाँ पे life not possible. Lifeless means जहाँ पर life possible नहीं है. क्यों नहीं possible? Because it has no atmosphere. It has no atmosphere. So if we will go there, we can't survive on moon. Only the astronauts who are going, they can survive just because of their wearing special suits and bringing with them a cylinder of oxygen to breathe over there. So there is no atmosphere, there is no air, no gas, nothing is present over there. That's why life is not possible on moon. Second thing is about gravity. How much gravity is required that is not present on moon? The gravity as compared to earth, it is 1/6 of earth's gravity on moon. Now for example, if we will jump about 1 meter, that will be 6 meter on moon. If your weight is 30 kg here, that will be 5 kg on moon. So this is the reason that our moon is unable to attract the things towards its center. Okay, if in the future we will go there, for example, if we will drive over there and have accident happens, and that car, how much height it will jump or it will go, that we are unable to think about. This means it will be 6th time more as compared to on earth. Okay, this is about that moon, that why life is not possible on earth, why moon, why the moon is opaque objects. Then this is about these all the things, that why the life is not possible on moon. So just one thing which you have to keep in your mind, that is the moon shines at night because of the reflection of the light of sun or sunlight. Just because of the sunlight touch the surface of the moon and reflect back, because it's an opaque object. So that's why we are able to see the structure or the physical appearance of moon. Okay, about reflection, about refraction, we will talk about in our next video. Thank you, stay tuned.